And when that standing is secure, something surprising begins to happen. Paul says we can rejoice too when we run into problems and trials. Yeah, right, Pastor. I mean, this almost sounds unreasonable, doesn't it? Rejoice in those trials. Rejoice in difficulties. Now, it's important to see what Paul is saying and what he isn't saying here, right? He's not saying that our trials and suffering should feel good. He's saying that suffering looks different when you're standing in God's grace. Our circumstances begin to be reframed. Let me give you a picture of what this might look like just in everyday life. Imagine you're a young athlete, okay? And you're going out for the team. And during those initial practices, you begin to notice that the coach is kind of singling you out a little bit. And he's trying to push you harder and harder. You, for some reason, are the one that he starts to call out and do extra drills. You are the one, for some reason, that has to do a little extra conditioning. You have to do a little more repetitions than everyone else. Now, when that's going on, you can believe that for some reason the coach has picked you out because he's trying to cut you from the team. You don't quite have what it takes, and he's going to expose those failures. Every time he makes you do something more, it feels like a punishment. Right? Or, how might it change your perspective if you come to realize that the coach sees something in you? He knows that there's some really good potential that's there. He can just sense it and feel it. And because of that, he starts to push you a little bit harder. He's trying to draw that goodness that he sees there out of you. Doesn't that start to change your perspective? All of a sudden, these trials and these added drills and these extra things that I have to go through, I begin to understand, you know what? He's trying to make me better. He's trying to refine me for the purpose of this team. All of a sudden, that extra pain has purpose. The struggle becomes a preparation for what you know is going to come down the pike whenever that big game happens. The circumstances, they're not changing at all, but the relationship changes how you perceive those circumstances. You begin to trust that the coach has your best in mind. I think that's what Paul is describing here. When we're unsure of where we stand with God, suffering, trials, these things feel like rejection. And the enemy knows that. And so he feeds those lies and those doubts consistently. We begin to wonder, is God punishing me? The question whether he is disappointed in me begins to rise up. We begin to doubt his love. But when we know that we stand in God's grace, those times of suffering, those trials that we go through begin to take on a different meaning. It becomes a part of God shaping us, of refining our character, of preparing us what? For an eternity in his presence.